Well, next up, we're talking about The Male's Place, a Charlotte program targeting young black males with behavioral, social, and academic challenges. Carolina Impact's Tanisha Johnson tells us gardening has become the foundation for change for these kids.
From tilling the ground to picking produce, you'll find lots of teens working in this garden on Charlotte's west side. It's hard work, but they don't mind.
Once you get it done and you see what's happened, all the good work you've done, and you see how nice the garden looks, and it's I created that.
At 14, Denzel Xavier enjoys learning about gardening.
Because you save a lot of money when you grow your own food. You actually know what's in your food. And so you don't have to worry about GMOs and pesticides. We don't use any pesticides or anything like that. It's completely organic.
This garden is a part of a program called The Male's Place. Reggie Singleton says it evolved out of a decades-old Mecklenburg County Health Department initiative which targeted high teen pregnancy rates. But he modified the program to focus more on helping male teens become responsible adults. A big part of the program involves teaching them how to farm with older men who serve as father figures and mentors. Nearly all of the teens come from single-parent homes without a male adult figure present.
We know that young boys don't become men by chance. In fact, it was Frederick Douglass who reminds us that it is better to build strong children than to mend broken men.
Like these teens, Singleton remembers growing up without his dad and understands the benefit of having a male mentor.
We deal with the very definition of what manhood is, and manhood is a process, and we believe that there are three primary responsibilities, and that is the providing, the protecting, and the guiding for themselves, their families, and their communities.
In addition to spending time out here,
as a result of the manhood training I'm receiving at The Male's Place,
each week the teens gather to talk about a variety of topics, including religion, African history, African American heritage, and agriculture. There's a strong emphasis on getting these teens to open up, too.
I'm normally just a very closed-off person for deep emotional stuff. I don't really do deep emotional stuff, but since joining the program, I've been more open with people and then hanging out with people.
Since the program is considered a no-judgment zone, kids can be themselves.
It's kind of you kind of learn it's kind of cool to be different, because then you kind of realize it's really boring when everyone does the same thing and likes the same things, and it's just kind of come on, what's your opinion on this?
What these young men are learning here is priceless. It not only gives them tools for life beyond the classroom, but it also gives them, their guardians, and the surrounding community a new hope for their lives that once seemed unattainable.
Xavier says his mentors have taught him how to better relate to his mother.
I wasn't really close with my mom at first, but I feel me and my mom have gotten closer because we go through stuff. Me and my mom, we have disagreements and stuff, and so then one of the elders will come by and then we'll talk, and he'll help me work through it, and then he'll be so go talk to your mom, and I'll go talk to my mom. We'll talk about it, we'll talk it out, figure out what's going on.
Involvement in The Male's Place also helps reduce school delinquency and suspension rates.
We've noticed grades being better comments and remarks and feedback from parents, but specifically just the better body language, confidence within the young men.
Judy Robinson remembers the transformation in her own son after taking part.
He's more humble, he's more focused now. He sees his mistakes. He's thinking about college now, which he wasn't really thinking about before.
Probably just a year.
A few years ago, Jerome Moore was headed down the wrong path.
I used to lie a lot, take things, do what I wanted.
And bad choices also impacted his education.
When I first entered high school, I used to play around with it, not get my work done. Then they cracked down on me. They was you need to get this, or you ain't gonna graduate, and this not gonna happen. So I had to change it around, get my work turned in, start getting my grades higher.
At 17, he plans to start Army basic training and pursue a career in engineering. Two goals he wouldn't have right now without encouragement from his mentors.
I've applied it to my everyday life, because At first, I wasn't like such a good kid, but like when I got into this program and they taught me those things, it like helped me be more responsible to where like my mom, she could like fully trust me again.
Watch your little fingers.
And helping these teens mature into responsible adults may be the most important thing taking place here. For Carolina Impact, I'm Tanisha Johnson reporting.
Thanks so much, Tanisha. Our kids will learn